first drive in the Maverick with I'm recording, I have everything kind of in its default. When you start the car, this is how it default looks. I'm not sure if you can see what's going on in this dashboard, but it starts off in the calm mode. And that's permanent. As far as I can tell, there's no way that you can adjust that to get it to the settings that I like for driving. So you're pretty much blind to what the hybrid system is doing in this view. You've got nothing on here telling you what mode you're in. You've got nothing on here telling you what mode you're in. So in order to get that, you either press the menu button or the back button. If you press the back button, you go into the same thing as hitting menu, but you have less buttons to press. So it goes back to the menu that you had. Right now I'm on trip 1. For driving this vehicle, you mostly want to be driving around in the EV coach all the time. The EV coach is the only thing that tells you the active status of what's going on with the vehicle for its hybrid powertrain. So right now we're cruising along at 71 kph in hybrid mode. I let off, it's in charge. Now I press on the accelerator slowly. Now we're cruising in electric. Now we're going 64 kph in pure electric mode up a hill. It'll switch into hybrid automatically. It gives you a bracket on the dashboard of knowing how far of your pedal position to touch before it kicks on the motor. So it's the best way that I've found yet for trying to stay in electric. The most aggressive way to stay in electric is to put the drive mode into eco mode. It gives you a much softer throttling acceleration position, and it'll let you stay in electric a little bit easier. But it's extremely slow to get off the line when you're doing that, almost like hazardous, I think, for clearing intersections. So I will show you at my next stoplight on how slow I have to accelerate to clear an intersection on full electric. The most efficient way to drive this is in stop and go city traffic type scenarios, and rolling from a stop on pure electric, getting your momentum up before kicking on the gasoline engine to carry up with your speed. So we have a stop sign here coming up. I'll show you here shortly what that's like, accelerating from a stop in pure electric. Also, for going around corners and stuff, you let off, you coast, and coasting recharges the hybrid battery, which is a lithium 1.1 kilowatt hour lithium battery that's under the vehicle, cross balance from where I sit. So I'm in the front seat, the lithium battery's in the underneath the rear seat on the passenger side, where you're less likely to have people and cargo. So it balances out the chassis a little bit more. And I do think that this vehicle so far has good handling dynamics, although it is extremely car-like. It does not feel like a truck to me at all, except for when you look at the back and you see your tonneau cover flapping in the breeze. Charging the battery now, I'm fully off the accelerator. We're coasting. We're ever so slowly slowing down. I have the vehicle in its standard drive mode. If you're in eco drive mode, the off pedal feel of the regenerative system to recapture kinetic energy back into the battery is more aggressive. But right now I'm fully off the accelerator. We're slowing down. Pretty soon I will putting on the brake. The brake also has a brake coach so that I can recapture as much energy as possible without it being wasted in the friction. So you also want to keep it within the brackets. So then we're going to come to a complete stop, and I'm going to show you how slow you have to accelerate to keep it in electric. All right. Breathing on the accelerator, keeping it in electric, fully electric, and cleared the intersection. You know, now I'm going to accelerate more. That took a long time to clear that intersection in electric. I'm used to zipping past intersections. So if you're going to try and keep it in all electric mode, I would really have appreciated having a bit more of a powerful electric motor where I could give it more acceleration and stay in electric mode. Now I can fully accelerate normally and clear an intersection like a totally normal car in a very appropriate amount of time, but it uses gasoline to do it. I want to be able to go from a stop to rolling momentum using all electric, because the accelerating from a dead stop is going to use the most gasoline. The 100% 0 RPM torque of an electric motor to get your vehicle moving is going to be the most efficient way to do it. Now this is the warmest temperature that I've driven this in. Every other drive that I've had in this vehicle has been in below 0 temperatures, you know, -10 to -15 Celsius. Today it's +3 Celsius, so it's above freezing. And I think I'm going to do better for efficiency because of it. I'm curious on what my drive will show me for efficiency in my this drive mode, this trip. So we'll soon see. All right, another stop sign coming up, letting off the coast, recapturing the energy, actually using the brake pedal here soon because I want to gradually be recapturing this as energy instead of it being wasted into friction heat. So I should be able to come to a complete stop without ever using my friction pads on my brakes. And we'll come to a complete stop again. And then we'll accelerate slowly in electric. This is as much throttle as I can give it and stay in electric. That was a little bit better. That's pushing the limit. That's as much as I can, that's as fast as I can go in pure electric mode from a dead stop. All right, we'll cruise to the tint shop. All right, I got my tint brow adjusted. I don't think I even got a clip of me leaving the first time, but drive home I noticed that the brow had a pronounced curve down. It ended up on the outside around here. I didn't like the look of it from the inside or from the outside. It looked very old school. It didn't work well with the lines of the vehicle. So I said, hey, can we adjust the brow so that it's a more straight profile? They said, well, we offer something called a constant width. A lot of people don't do it because it ends up looking like it's curving up. And I saw from the forums that that's not true with this vehicle. So I wanted the more constant looking brow. So we got that, and I just got it installed now. And I think it looks great. I like the quality of the tint. They use XPEL. And so I got 35 on the front doors. This is a 5% tint strip. And I think it looks great, especially now that it's straight. Anyway, I've been driving this thing around the back and forth to town to do this tint work. Is really the only time I've been driving it this week. And this is still the lowest horsepower vehicle that I've had in quite some time. Probably going on 15 years. I haven't had a vehicle that started with a 1 in front of it for a horsepower number in a long time, not including my 1984 Volkswagen Vanagon. But the electric powertrain in this kind of makes up for your lack of a horsepower number with a significant amount of electric-based torque. Although the torque number is low too. The torque number also starts with a 1 combined. I think it's 191 horsepower, 178 torque, which if you're comparing this hybrid powertrain system to one of the Hyundai or Kias, the Hyundais have much higher stats for numbers. So the Hyundai is a 1.6 liter turbo with a 1.49 kilowatt hour electric battery motor system paired with a traditional automatic transmission. Those put out 250 horsepower and 278 foot-pounds of torque. So I think they have almost 100 foot-pounds of torque on me because of the turbocharged system. But in reality, is it gonna feel like a much sportier drive? I don't know. I never did drive one. If anything, if I have a regret of anything by not test driving more hybrids before buying this one, it's mostly because all of the other hybrids were in SUV bodies that I didn't want. So if they had the hybrid system in a Santa Cruz, I would have tried it. But the top contender for me in the hybrid system was the Santa Fe, but because I have the Jaguar F-Pace, I didn't want another SUV. So at least with this, I get a truck that is like a car in very many respects. So I get the utility of the truck box as well as the driving dynamics of the car. And I think I am gonna lower this down. Anyway, I'm rambling now. We're just having a nice cruise to the hobby shop, and we're gonna go racing. So enjoy the video, hit that like button. If you're not here, subscribe. If you want to talk to me, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching. Regenerative braking.